Dr. Decks here. Today we are setting some beams and trying to start framing our upper deck. So follow along and check us out. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We really appreciate it. So most of the day will be just about framing this upper deck.
6 feet. I wonder if that one we just grabbed would work. We found a...
What I'm doing is I'm mocking up all my beams. I'm taking 2x6 and I'm simulating that these are 6x10 beams. And I'm figuring out all the angles of all these funky beams that we need. And then I'm gonna take them downstairs, draw them out on the beam, and then cut them to the length and then bring them back up here and install them. So it's the only way I can figure out how to do something so obtuse. So that's what I'm doing. Can somebody give me a 9 amp hour battery, please? All right, so now we have all of our beams mocked up. So now I'll take each piece of this 2x6 and I'll take it downstairs to a beam that's down on the ground. I'll trace it, cut them out, and then we'll bring them up here and start placing them in place over the tops of the posts. And then I'm going to make them a little long so I can take a chainsaw and do a relief cut to kind of make them tighter. Because usually it's really difficult to get all the beams to seam together nicely unless you run a kerf or a scarf through them to bring them together. So that's what's next on the agenda. So far we have our mocked up beams ready to go. So I'll cut the beams in next.
Get that? Right? Literally, it went all the way in, and then the head broke off. Like too much torque. Can deal with that, maybe.
All right, so we have all our beams rough cut. Now we're starting to set them into place, and then I'm trimming down the seams to make them look a little bit nicer, and then we're gonna start installing them on top of the posts.
1, 2, 3.
Yep. Oh. Okay, you got that? Okay. This is the most bizarre set of beams I've ever installed on a deck in my career. Seriously. It's crazy. How flush are this? Is this outside like completely like money flush? I don't know where to buy a blackberry cheesecake.
Anymore. We're professional, terrible singers here.
It's getting to the point where I have to figure out the framing layout for the deck. There are some specific items that we have to take care of as we do our layout, so I'm just refreshing my memory on that. So I brought my computer to work today so I could check out the layout, figure out my radiuses, figure out where the joist's going to go so I can get the guys to start maybe cutting down some of the joists and figuring out some of the joist lengths. And then basically get a beam, a house layout and a joist layout for the house, and then transfer that onto the beam. Then we can start setting the joists in place on top of the beams.
We are dropping some 1.5" Simpsons into the brackets. According to them, you can either do the 2 bolts or you can put, it's 3 fasteners on each side. We obviously did the bolts, but we're going to drop the fasteners anyway just because we like the way it looks better. So a little cleaner look instead of just seeing a bunch of holes in the plate.
All right, guys, that's all we have time for today. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Please don't forget to click that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. We got our beam set today, so I'm pretty stoked about that. That was an intense amount of work. We're mounting up a couple things on posts. And then tomorrow we're gonna hang some joists and get our layout done for our deck, and then start creating the shape. You'll probably catch up with us on the future update about that. So thanks for watching. Have a great day.